This time, however, we will go completely through with this. Let's see if I have my talking gear.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to find you.
You don't beat around the bush, I'll give you that. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
If I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be talking.
That's a fair point. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
You should return to the Brotherhood.
Even if I wanted to return to them, why would they want me back?
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
The Institute is deceiving you.
So now you're just gonna hurl baseless accusations to get what you want? Come on, you can do better than that.
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
I have a feeling that she wants me to research something around here. So...
What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you really think a cheap tactic like that is going to work on someone like me? Stop trying to avoid the legwork by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
I already have something that might convince you.
How did you... Never mind. Just let me see what you've got.
Here you go.
A holotape? This better not be a waste of my time.
I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me.
They lied to me. They lied to me, and I didn't even realize how far it went. All those years of loyalty. For nothing.
At least the Brotherhood never lied to you.
I'm such a fool. I came to the Institute to get away from the Brotherhood. From the whole world. I just wanted to do my research in peace. Father took me in and gave me access to cutting-edge technology that I only dreamed existed. I became jaded. I thought that the Institute cared, that they wanted to better mankind. Maybe in their own twisted way they still do. But now I realize if you can't trust the people you're working for, then it's all pointless. If they lied about Dr. Virgil, who knows what else they've been lying about? Or what their plans are for my work. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
Cool.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Now, that part is done. It would be interesting to relay directly to Pridwen. And yet this is exactly what happened, so... Sure, why not?
Damn ferals. Attention! This is a reminder. All recovered technology must be presented immediately to Proctor Quinlan for evaluation. Anyone found in possession of undocumented
received word that
technologies
Dr.
will
Lee
be
is returning
subject
to
to
us.
inquiry and punishment.
How cooperative do you think she'll be?
Will she be harmed if she doesn't cooperate?
Absolutely not. We have big plans for Dr. Lee, including the resurrection of one of her greatest creations. The last thing we'd want to do is kill the Golden Goose. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Excuse me, Elder Maxson.
Please continue assisting Proctor Ingram in any way that you can.
Okay. I guess we do not inform Elder. I guess we inform somebody else, right?
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
And for both of those things, I report to Proctor Ingram, right?
Oh, my list of maintenance fixes keeps getting longer and longer.
Proctor Ingram,
Well,
the Institute wants me
things
to
might
get
actually
something
be
called
going
a
our way for
beryllium
once.
agitator from
I was
the
having
ruins
Proctor
of mass
Quinlan
fusion.
research a way to start Liberty Prime's reactor. And then this falls into our lap. I wonder if the Institute needs it, or they're just trying to keep it away from us. Either way, we should both head over to mass fusion to get our hands on the beryllium agitator first. That's if you don't mind a little company, of course.
Sure.
It's your funeral.
Well, with a big bad soldier like you watching my back, that's not gonna happen now, is it? Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. This could be our best chance at securing a power source for Liberty Prime.
And all of a sudden we have the Liberty Prime name coming up.
Ingram?
We need to get over to mass fusion as soon as we can.
Yep.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Banished from the Institute. Return to the Institute. And burning cover. Report to Desdemona. I don't think that we will be reporting to Des anymore as well. If we wish to finish this completely for the Brotherhood, I don't think that the railroad will stand for much more.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn synths are crawling all over the place. Thin them out before we drop.
Damage, sir. I'll get us above the roof so you can bail out.
Okay, that will do.
Statistically speaking, your survival is...
I'm ready to bail out.
See you on the roof, Paladin. For the Brotherhood!
Nudging down.
For victory!
So,
Contact lost.
have someone on top of us, right?
Going.
Not sure if I ever been here, by the way.
Nice.
I mean, there is not much.
Keycard, eh? Bet that's gonna come in handy. Damn. I don't see the agitator anywhere. It must have been moved. Let's check out that terminal over there.
Going down.
Well, you know that right now should come an ambush. so I'm getting ready my deliverer. Not that it's gonna help me much. But maybe to some extent.
Movement detected. Open fire! Of the Institute, you must be destroyed. By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Threat neutralized. Over here!
I mean, distant targets are all yours.
Area secure.
I regret any
Best I can do is block it, you know, like a Jedi.
Target reacquired!
I am the victim of violence. You okay there? I hope you are.
detonating explosive charge.
Target down! Damn it! They've knocked out the power to the elevators!
And then they should ambush me.
It would appear my target. Shutting down.
Initiated.
Okay, we've been through all of this, so let's not drag our feet.
There, that's done it. Power's back
Going
online.
down. Lobby.
It's impossible that there were only 2 synths. But then again, who am I to judge or argue, right?
There it is. Mass Fusion's reactor. Don't make them like that anymore.
So first order of business. Let's go over
There we
here.
go.
Okay, experiments. Please inform your security officers that Dr. Noah Chondro is no longer welcome on mass fusion property. If he is seen within 100 yards of the building, please inform me immediately. Security system control enabled. Let's disable it. Facilities office. Okay. This will disable all automated security defenses on the main reactor level. In accordance with Hazardous Material Control Directive 9104A, federal, state, and local officials must be notified before security is disabled. Please also alert the mass fusion security and legal departments before disabling the system. Do you still wish to proceed? Yes, I do. Well, that ought to do it. And there should be yet another terminal right over here. The main reactor is currently online. Its capacity is 22,000 megawatt, efficiency rating 99.9997. Radiation level is critical. Critical levels of radiation have been detected in the reactor chamber. Please take appropriate safety precautions. They will embark on a new frontier. Once the switch on the reactor is thrown and the beryllium agitator cold starts the fusion reaction, the reality of clean power nuclear energy will be upon us all. Okay, did I read this or not? This is D&D, so... let's put on my hazmat suit.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor.
You are absolutely correct.
You got it? Good. Get out of the reactor chamber, and let's bring the agitator back to the airport.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Proctor Ingram.
Can it wait? We have to get the agitator back to the airport.
Sure thing.
The Institute must have sent reinforcements. I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
It's not how it works. We're in together.
Hostile sensor reading detected. You must be terminated.
Attacking enemy.
Yes.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Attack. Enemy. Institute. An enemy. Utilizing stealth. How interesting.
No mercy.
Taking damage!
Tango down.
Proctor.
We must have struck a nerve. Institute's tossing everything they have at us.
Do I have an automatic ride or do I need to call one? Begin to feel like I might need to call for one. There is no way it will be able to land somewhere here, but maybe just somewhere in the neighborhood? Is this my ride? Aww. Okay, I mean, that's all very interesting. But let's assume that the bird took us there. Let's save everybody's time.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
You alright?
Proctor Ingram?
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
What ended up happening at Mass Fusion?
Thanks to your help, our forces managed to take the building with very little resistance from the synths. We've posted a garrison there, and they'll keep the place under guard for the time being. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. You've got other orders to follow, and I have to finish working on Liberty Prime. In the meantime, I'll take the Agitator and stow it on the Prydwen for safekeeping.
Here you go. Are you sure it's going to be safe up there?
If the Institute had the muscle to take the Prydwen down, they'd have done it already. Besides, I think they're smart enough not to poke a hornet's nest. You know, I'm not sure what the Institute wanted this thing for, but I'm glad we got it first. Now scoot. We both got things to do. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxson told you about it?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now, the fewer people that know about it, the better. Come on, it's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxson and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Come on, the big reveal. Show it to me. I see only a
This
head.
storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
My help? I don't know a thing about robot repair.
Why don't we leave the repairing to my scribes? You're going to be doing the legwork. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Sure.
Can't believe that Dr. Lee's returned to the Brotherhood. I thought she was a traitor.
So I cannot talk to a head. That is a little bit sad. Neither of these guys seem to be talkative in general. Okay, so this is it. Let's go have a chat with Dr. Lee.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around.
Interesting that Maxson is no longer on the fight deck. Is it the fight deck?
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
What changed your mind?
Nothing changed my mind. I promised you I'd return to the Brotherhood, and I've kept my end of the bargain.
One of us is a liar, and it isn't me.
Oh, don't try and pin that nonsense on me. I said I'd come back to the Brotherhood, and I have. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Why won't you help us with Liberty Prime?
I originally left the Brotherhood because I was tired of being stepped on and used. First, there was the water purification project, designed to freely benefit the entire Capital Wasteland. Even though the Brotherhood allowed it to be activated, they wanted to control it. But that wasn't enough. They forced me to help design Liberty Prime. Turned my work into a weapon of war. I had enough, so I left. It's as simple as that.
If not for the Brotherhood, do it for Dr. Virgil.
What they did to Dr. Virgil was cruel. It was wrong. How could I be so blind? You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online. but we'll get it done.
Cool. Didn't even have to use any
Taking on a Deathclaw without backup is a great way to get yourself
conviction. Convince. Now that back and forth is very exciting, of course. But maybe you can send me somewhere else. Oh, now it moved already here.
By Elder Maxson's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
What's that thing?
Greetings, Knight.
Huh? Do I even want to know? Damn, and I've been using the stairs. Oh. Nah. Current status. Basically everything is offline. Work reports. Wait a second. The numbers are, well, yeah, Liberty Prime 2, Liberty Prime 11. Now that all the crates have been unloaded and I'm looking at the wreckage of Liberty Prime, I'm just starting to grasp the daunting task ahead. Maxson doesn't just want him restored, he wants me to make improvements on the original design. I have all the schematics from the Citadel's databanks, and I've been studying them ever since we left the Capital Wasteland. I just hope I can get all this work done in time. Work is progressing at a rapid pace. My engineering team is doing a heck of a job refitting his damaged parts. Unfortunately, the metalworking, the electrical wiring, and the limb assembly, all of that's the easy part. The real problem is with his power system. I've shotted out 2 CPUs already and they don't exactly grow on trees. If I can't work these power problems out, Prime won't be any more than a pretty metal statue.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Maybe I should come back later.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We might not be the best of friends, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet.
Okay.
According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Okay. Cool. Medford Memorial. Sounds familiar.
I'm proud to be serving under Elder Maxson. I had enough of Lyons and his foolish ways.
Glad to have you aboard. We'll be taking off in a moment.
Yep, that's the idea.
All weapon systems are go. Good shooting, Knight.
Hello. That was quite scary actually. But not something I was able to do anything with, so... Okay, we already have seen
Setting her down at the target location.
Well, my map marker says that this location is cleared. How much do we trust it? So far it does look clear, okay. Now I need to construct the actuators. And I would assume that I need to find some kind of a bench at the airport. Let's see.
Glad to have you aboard, sir. Weapons hot and ready to bring the pain, sir.
Oh, I do not intend to bring any pain to anyone. Just want to get back to the airport. Maybe explode a couple of guns. Is this my doing? Must be. This propeller is so big that it's likely that if I shoot anywhere this direction, I will damage the... How do you call a single thing? The blades. Like, I know that there are some airplanes, especially from the... like, maybe the First World War era? Maybe the second one as well. Anyway, they had... yeah, I think mostly the first one though. They had...
Stand by for landing.
Machine guns synchronized with propeller movements, and that resulted in a very simple thing that it was impossible to shoot to your own blade. Simple as that. But in this case, I highly doubt that the propeller is in any kind of a sync with the machine gun. I mean, I would be glad to be wrong. It's on the other side of this wall, right?
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the capital wasteland.
Yeah. What do I do now? I skipped everything. Okay, we're speaking to a lady.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Any updates here? CPU is online. Okay. Thanks to our new recruit, we were able to get the specialists on site to lend a hand with the power problems. It only took them a short time to get everything figured out. Now Prime's CPU has a nice steady flow of power that should remain stable when we fire up his fusion core. Next on the list is getting electromagnetic actuators built for his legs.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
I'll run down to the Super Duper Mart and pick some up.
Cute. I wish it was that simple. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type
Hey,
of
you
bombs
just
that
said
were
it.
dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Maybe we can arm him with something else.
It'd take months, or even years, to install a new weapons system on Prime. We're having a tough time making all the parts we need to get him running as it is. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
Oh no, not again.
Yep. You better stock back up on the anti-radiation gear. Scribe Haylen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Sure. It's a little bit silly that there is no button to call the thing back here.
Instruments read all clear. We're green for takeoff. Your weapon is
Basically,
locked
we
and
need
loaded.
to cross
Good
the
hunting.
whole map. That should not be that big of a problem for a vertebrate, right? Can you go a little bit higher? No, you want to scrape this gantry. Because it's fun, I guess? That was an impressive altitude gain. Just almost vertically up. Okay, let's see. So that should be the garbage dump. Somewhere there are children of Adam that are shooting the gamma guns at me. That looks like, yeah, the fun parking lot. Yeah, that's some estate area. That's some big shopping center there. So that would be the marina with a lady who thinks that she's a synth. Then the river. Well, I mean, I can see the glowing sea right ahead of me. But we should come across. Was it another dump site? Yeah, this looks like one. Actually managed to down someone. It's a little bit too close. Okay, never
Setting
mind.
her down at the target location.
I have a feeling that we're going in the direction of the bolt. Okay, okay. What do we have here? Oh, only turret control. Clearly there is some fight going this way, right? What is it that we're trying to fight here?
Lost him.
Now you what? And got me mad!
Can we have a conversation now?
Haylen?
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
How've things been over there?
Pretty well, actually. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you've found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Sure thing.
Why use this distress pulsar?
Unless you could locate an entire radio station within the glowing sea, there's no way you're going to be able to send out a regular signal. Luckily, the distress pulsar's ping cuts right through the interference, and we'll be able to hear you as long as we stay close to the frontier. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
So, with this guidance, let's call it an episode, and we will continue with that in the next one. For now, thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoy my company and my gameplay. And if that's the case, then please leave me a like and subscribe to the channel, or otherwise let me know down in the comments what I can improve for you. I hope to see you next time. Have a nice day out there, and bye.